it drives me mad. You're the best I never had, but I always had you through the night. Did I go too far?
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Elle here. I am so excited to be shooting this look for you guys. If you have not joined the fam bam, I don't know what you are waiting for. Go ahead and press the subscribe button. I'm gonna just go ahead and wait for you to do that. So I'm just gonna take a sip of water. You done? You good? Okay. All right, let's get back to it. But thank you guys so much for joining. I did this whole look using complete drugstore products. I'm gonna save my comments till the end of the video so you'll know how I feel about having to find all these products for my skin. But yes, I don't even want to keep this video long, honestly, you guys. Just go ahead and enjoy this colorful look. Just go. Just go. Let's cut to it. Let's go. Alright guys, now since it's drugstore, I want to go in first and moisturize my skin. I used the number 7 Beautiful Skin Day Cream. Looks like this. Hopefully the camera is focusing on that. And this is for normal to oily skin. I do moisturize my face every single time that I am going to put makeup on, even though I am oily. So I try to find a moisturizer like this. So I get a little frustrated with a drugstore because they just really don't cater to someone of my darker skin tone, and it's so annoying, especially in the area that I live in. We'll just leave that alone. But I went ahead and I picked up the Wet n Wild Kohl Crayon. I really love using this. I've always used this for my eyebrows. I picked it up in the shade, what is this? It's called Pretty in Mink, the shade. It's pretty much a dark brown. And I'm gonna go ahead and use that to fill in my brows. I do have a brow tutorial. If you haven't checked it out, I will link it somewhere above the screen. It should pop up. Okay, so I was very excited when I saw this Maybelline Master Camo Color Correcting Kit. It has a orange corrector, it has some 2 concealer shades, and then it also has a highlighting shade. But I thought this was really good. I hope you guys can see this. So we're gonna use this today. I'm also trying to use a lot of drugstore brushes, and I stuck with a lot of my e.l.f. brushes for this look. So we're gonna take the e.l.f. concealer brush and we're gonna go into this shade right here. The concealer on the bottom. I'm going to take a little bit of that and we're going to use that to clean up our brows. So I'm not really liking the consistency of this concealer too much, but right now I just have to make it work. Okay, honestly, I should have probably just stuck with my LA Pro concealers, but I wanted to change it up a bit. I was going to go ahead and use this under my eyes, but I really don't like the consistency of the concealer. We're going to try the corrector and the highlighter a little bit, but so we have to continue. I'm just going to switch over to my LA Girl Pro Concealer. This is in the shade, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and use the NYX HD Studio Photogenic Concealer. This is in the shade Deep. I'm going to place that all over my, is this the shade I want to use? Yeah, whatever. I'm also going to add the LA Pro Concealer in the shade Beautifully Bronze. I like that. It's a little bit, has a little bit more color. I'm going to go ahead and take this concealer buffer brush from e.l.f. I'm going to buff my concealer in. The reason why I put so much on my eyelids is because I wanted to completely cancel out my darkness. I'm going to take the Black Radiance True Complexion Contour Palette. This is in the shade Medium to Deep. And I'm going to take this middle shade right here. This is the setting powder in here. It's too light for me to sculpt with, but it's the perfect color for me to put all over my lids. I'm just going to go ahead and take another one of that e.l.f. concealer brush, but this is a clean one. I'm going to go into that color. I'm going to set my eye. Then I'm going to take another brush and I'm going to go ahead and take the Wet n Wild highlighting powder in, what color is this? Precious Petals. I've used this on my channel before. I'm going to go ahead and take this color and I'm going to put it in my brow bone area. I want a little bit of a highlight. Alright, and because we do want a little bit of a definition in the crease, I think we're going to go ahead and grab this supposedly contour color in the same Black Radiance palette, and we're going to use that in our crease a little bit, just very softly. We just want a wash of color, just to create a little bit of depth. And for the fun part about this whole eye look, I also picked up the L'Oreal Infallible paints, and this is in the this is in the shade Electric Blue. Looks like that. And we're gonna create a very bold blue liner. Alright guys, so I brought you a little closer so you can see the effect. So we're gonna go ahead and take that blue liner, and we want a pretty big wing because you want to be able to see this liner. So we're gonna start from the inner corner. I did swatch this, so you want to be careful because once it dries, it dries. Alright, so here we have it. First impression of this. I don't like this. I was hoping that it would be a little bit more vibrant. When I did swatch it on my hand, it looked really nice, but putting it on my lids, I don't know if it's because we have a little bit of like foundation, not foundation, but a little bit of color on the lids, but it wasn't showing up as much as I wanted to. Not to worry. I also picked up the CoverGirl True Naked Jewels palette. We're going to use the orange shade on our bottom lashes, but it has like a blue in here that I do like. I'm going to see if I can use it to, you know what I mean. I'm going to just take a smudge brush from e.l.f. For primer, we're going to take the Baby Skin by Maybelline. I have never tried this before, but I do hear good things about it on the gram and on YouTube. I do really love my Benefit Professional, and a lot of people compare these two together. This does feel like pure silicone, so if you don't like that siliconing feel, you're not gonna like this, but I love it. I love this. This is by far the best drugstore thing I've tried so far today in this video, so that makes me really happy. This is the Maybelline palette that we had originally. We're gonna go ahead and take this orange color correcting color, see if we can color correct just a little bit. Okay, so now that we have that covered, we're gonna go in with our foundation. I have a new series that I'm gonna be starting, and so I don't even want to get into how difficult it is for someone of my skin tone to find foundation that works for my skin at the drugstore. It is extremely annoying. Dear makeup brands, listen up. So one of my favorites, and every dark skin favorite, foundation, just because that's all we can really get at the drugstore, honestly, it's the L'Oreal True Match foundation. I have it in C10. This is also C10, but I do have one bottle of C9 that I normally mix in. So this is the unmixed color, and then this is the mixed one. I'm gonna put them together. I put a little bit, just a little bit of the C9 in here, and then I shake it up, and it gives me like a better neutral color for my skin. This sometimes is a bit too, almost too red or too dark. I can't determine the two, but if you can tell, it's just, this one is just slightly, it's very slightly lighter. And sticking with Drugstore, we're gonna take the, what is this called? Real Techniques sponge. I haven't applied my foundation with a sponge in a long time, but I want to start doing that again and start using my beauty blender. So let's just go right in. Just gonna dot. I won't lie though, this foundation is good. I just feel like the reason why it's so hyped by darker skin girls is because this is all we can find, you know. If you want another option, is the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat foundation. I have told you guys about that. I really do love that foundation. However, you can't find that in stores. Why? Why? We're gonna go in with the oldie but a goodie. This is my LA Girl Pro Concealer in Chestnut. This is what I should have used to begin with. We're just gonna go ahead and use that underneath the eye, and this is a new tube because I ran out. That's how much I love it. And I think what I'm gonna let it do is I'm gonna let it sit for a moment, because when I blend this out, I want it to stay very bright on my face. Alright guys, so it's been long enough, and so we're gonna just go ahead and blend this out. So for contour, we all know I can't find no drugstore contour. None. None. And if you found one, then let me know. So I can't remember who I saw do this, but I was like, let me try this. They went ahead and they used a lipstick. This is the Black Radiance Matte Lip Color. It says that they have the name on the little plastic you take off, which is stupid, but it's their brown lipstick. Looks like this. And so I'm gonna go ahead and see if this is gonna work as a contour. Just gonna let's see if this blends out like a dream. On my sponge, I'm gonna take a little bit of the e.l.f. makeup mist, just a little bit, just to dampen it a little bit more on the foundation side. I'm gonna use this to blend out everything, and oh Lord, wish me luck. This is blending out really nicely, really nicely. I just feel like I just found a new contour, y'all. I'm just sorry, I get really excited about things like this because y'all know how difficult it is. Oh, this is blending out so nicely. For my contour side, I'm gonna take the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat in the shade Deep, and I'm gonna use that to set those areas, just because it also has a red undertone to it. And I forgot to tell you it's extremely pigmented, but we'll blend that out. We'll blend it out. Okay, and then to set our face, we're gonna take the Coty Airspun Loose Powder in, what is this? I think this is just translucent extra coverage. And set our face. We don't have a choice. We don't have a choice. I'm gonna reverse contour a little bit. I'm gonna take a little bit of that contour powder. It's not contour, but let me just we're gonna pretend it is. Just for a moment. A little bit more on my nose. Oh, I mean, that did a little something. Give it a chance. Okay, okay. Okay. We gotta get this powder off our face. We're gonna take some e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. blush palette in dark. I really love this palette. Can you see? Hopefully it's not too bright. And we're gonna take a combination of these two on the right. Okay, I'm just gonna mix these two. From what I remember, I think these are pretty pigmented. Ooh, that is pigmented. It's a little too pink that I want, so I'm gonna take that peachy color. This blush is pigmented. You guys, am I looking crazy? And for highlighter, we're gonna go back into that Wet n Wild in Precious Petals and snatch your whole lives for you. Get and put it down our nose. Why not? Why not? Why not? So we're gonna go back into that CoverGirl True Naked Jewels palette, and we're gonna take this very pretty, what is this? Do you call it purple? Do you call it a purple color? We're gonna take it and we're gonna smoke. Put it all over the bottom of our lashes. All over. Because when I did this look, I just had pink in mind for the bottom. You know? We're gonna take the highlighter again and we're just gonna pop that in the inner corner. You guys, that's what you come here for, isn't it? That's what I'm here for. So we're gonna go ahead and do our mascara. I am so excited. I've been wanting to try this mascara since it came out. The Colossal Big Shot from Maybelline. It is very liquidy because right now it's kind of gotten all over my blue, which I'm annoyed about on this eye. I don't know if it's just because I'm not being careful or it's that liquidy. Go ahead and spray our whole face with the e.l.f. makeup mist. I love this thing. And for lips, we're gonna first take the NYX lip liner in the shade Berry. I'm torn between going for the the Black Radiance lipstick. Of course, the name is not on there. Or the Milani. Like, which one do you guys think? I don't know. Let me see. I think the Milani because the Black Radiance is bright. We're going to take that pinkish color from Black Radiance and we're going to put that right on top. Alright guys, and that's it. This 100% drugstore makeup look. It was, I must say that it was very frustrating trying to find things that would work for my skin tone in the drugstore. Makeup stores, makeup brands, like I really need y'all. I know so many people have said it and maybe it's not sinking in for you, but I don't need to feel excluded, especially when I go to like Ulta or just CVS and not be able to find my shade. If you carry 24 shades, 24 shades should be in the store. Like, I know the Maybelline Fit Me has extended their shade range, but it seems like nobody carries it anywhere. And so to me, it's almost like you didn't do anything. You didn't extend your shade range, but maybe I'm just rapping, you know. But whatever. That's it y'all. Thank you so much for joining. I love you guys. Thank you guys so much for supporting me constantly. And yeah, it's a growing channel and this is a channel to just come and have fun. Thank you guys so much. I love you and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.